So I took another trade on NAS 100. So today is the 13th of November. So looking at trading view, we have a clear um, bearish market, and it's been going down really nice and consistent. So it's breaking structure, coming down, breaking structure, coming down. So clearly showing signs of sellers being in the market more than buyers. So at this point, I'm just marking the bricks of structure and going down. This is what you need to see. Shoot down, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So very obvious seller's market. And bricks of structure are the second confirmation for supply and demand. So one bearish movement or bearish trend in the market, bricks of structure. So this is just marking up the bricks of structure just to show you the confluences. And I have my top step on the side just to be ready for anything. So at this point, it's 1 minute to market open, New York market open, 9:30. And I have a supply zone marked up already. This one, and expecting price to tap it, then go down. So when market is almost opening, you should be ready for literally anything, whether the price will respect the supply zone or invalidate the zone by going straight through it, especially at market open. You just need to be ready. So yeah, 1 second on the clock. There it is. So the price is going up quick. So this is where you anticipate anything. So I'm just getting my top step ready just to see how big my zone is, my supply zone is, just in case we get a quick tap and shoot down for sales or price to go up, whichever comes first. So clearly, sellers are still going strong, very strong indeed. It's really rejecting going up. So we just wait at this point. Do nothing, sit on your hands till something presents itself. So as we anticipate the supply zone, we're just thinking of the size of the stop loss, how many contracts to go in with, and yeah. So the sellers are really pushing at this point. Nothing to do at this point. Yeah, they are dumping. Price is dumping, dumping, dumping. This moment, you do nothing. Just chill. But stay ready, stay vigilant. We have a potential break of structure. So I was just looking to see if it's broken, and yeah, it had broken another level. So just we need to keep on looking for breaks of structure. So now it's made another supply zone because it just created a break of structure. So the one marked up, the supply zone marked up, is still valid if price goes to it, but you can't assume breaks of structure as they come up. So mark that up, and we have a new supply zone, this one. So you have that marked up because you never know, price will do anything. So let's see whether this supply zone, this second supply zone, will be respected. Yeah, yeah. When it happens, it's pretty quick, and if you've done this more than once, it's not as crazy as it seems, and not as fast as it seems. But yeah, you need to be on top of your game. You need to have like be in your zone. So the second supply zone is the one I'm currently watching because we just made a new break of structure. Marking up my top step as well because I use it to measure my stop loss level so that I can determine the number of contracts from that. Um, yeah, so it's important to know your instrument, in this case NQ, to know how to calculate your contract size based on how much you want to risk per trade. So you need to research this and know it pretty well. If you need to put it in front of your desktop setup, or write it down in your notepad, you just memorize it, because it doesn't change. The formula, I mean, to calculate that, it really helps. So in this one, you see it's 38 points stop loss. That is if the supply zone holds. So I'm still waiting. Nothing to do. Sort of calculated depending on what I was willing to risk. To use around 4 to 6 contracts, depending on where the price will confirm my zone. So at this point, nothing yet. I'm just putting it ready just in case of any quick movements. Sellers are really trying to dump going down, but we'll see. If price goes down, we expect it to push down like the current candle. We are expecting it to push down a bit, maybe retrace into the zone, tap it, hold it, go down. But yeah, the market has other plans at this point. Sellers are in strong, really, really strong. Yeah. So without my confirmations, I am not doing anything. I don't want to feel like I'm missing out, because I'm not. So it's just patience. If it doesn't tap, it doesn't tap. It shoots and invalidates, so be it. So you just wait until it happens. So now you can go make your coffee, sip what you want to sip, and just chill, but still be like monitoring. You can put an alert if you want, but keep an eye out in case of anything. So at this point, that first supply zone is kind of old, and now more keen on the second supply zone to be respected. Hopefully, it's just been 6 minutes past the market open, so you wait for the supply zone to be tapped, and again, you just look at the confirmations, bearish market, or in a vague case where you don't know what to do, the first step is to determine the market trend. So point one in my case is a bearish market trend. Step two is find your break of structure, which is going lower, making lower lows, lower high, lower low. Keep on breaking the structure. The third step is to mark up your supply zone, in my case, and wait for a tap, and the price should hold the zone, meaning it doesn't invalidate and go straight through. And the fourth step rather, is to enter the trade once all the three steps above are determined. And you shouldn't be vague about it, just it should be very obvious. If you have to mark up your charts, so you enter the trade after your it's not bullish, bearish candle close or break off the candle. So I'm going to edit that to bearish, because my case is a seller's market at the moment. So enter the trade after a bearish candle close or break off previous bullish candle, the green one that made up the supply zone. And yeah, you can either enter aggressive, you can either enter conservatively, which is waiting for bearish candle break, close, or break of the candle, which is breaking the candle that's going bearish. And yeah, you just wait at this point. Um, if you have to write it on your chart, the 4 steps, there you go, so that you always refer to it before entering a trade if you're using this strategy, supply and demand. But to be fair, it's pretty easy. The problem is us as traders, we are just sometimes antsy and just fidgety and fearing that you're missing out on the trade. And yeah, the market will take your money if you're not disciplined. So this is something you get from fixing your psychology and hopefully not losing too much like I have. But that's how you learn. Yeah, you can have moments where you want to quit. It's so easy to quit. But if you keep coming to the markets every single day, the markets will reward you if, with a big if, you are disciplined. So yeah, that's it. At this point, this is the boring bit, which traders don't show you. It's the waiting game. Once you're waiting for something, and some days there's nothing to do in terms of the trade, you literally just sit on your hands and just chill until you see the market going where you want it to go, but you can't participate just out of fearing to miss out, because on that day that you decide to do that, that's when the market decides to give you some character development, and then you'll be blaming the markets and forex. I mean, forex or futures doesn't work, blah blah blah. But it's all you. Fix yourself, fix your mindset. If you've lost a couple of trades, if you're feeling emotional or whatever, take a few days off, take a week off, take a month off, but fix it. Fix your psychology and your mindset, and just believe it. Have that unwavering faith that you can do this consistently and profitably. So yeah, at this point, I'm just waiting for buyers to come in, waiting for the supply zone to be tapped, and the market seems to just be pushing down, but it can flip at any moment. So you just stay vigilant, stay confident, stay relaxed. If you have to meditate or find a way to calm your nerves, you do that, because you will need it most of these trading days. Oh, now we wait. Now we wait. And I found it a bit tricky when you're in this mentorship communities where they are trading one strategy, then you join another one. It's a different strategy. It's stressful. Um, you start learning one, maybe you make a few lucky trades. Then you start losing. Then you're like, no, let me go to the next one. Most of these strategies are good. Most of them work, and they're very subjective to how you use them. But stick to one, ride it out. If you see it doesn't work for you, say you don't want to enter and exit and manipulate your trades or levels pretty quick, find something that's a bit slower. Go down to a different, go up to a different time frame, which is slower. If you're trading the 5 minute, the 1 minute, you have to be fast on your hands. If you go up a bit higher, 5 minute, 15 minute, it's a bit more chilled. So yeah, trade and decide on the strategy based on how you want to trade, because some of these will have you sweating and just racking your brain because everything is happening all at once. Then you start blaming everything on the candlesticks. Yet you have to give it time and to trade it how you want to trade it, according to how peaceful you want it to be. So at this point, I'm just checking the time frames, see what's going on, see if there's any potential demand zones on the far left, to see whether there might be a reaction from them. So just go from your biggest time frame, preferably the daily in my case, up to the 5. I don't check the 3, 2, 1 often to take a trade. I only take my trades in the 5 minute. So yeah, at this point market is dumping. You just wait for it to come back up or create another supply zone, or even just to reverse towards a trendy bullish market. You never know. Anything can literally happen within the span of the trading session. So it's all up to you. Just chill, chill, chill. Is the best part, and the worst part, you just wait. You may feel like you're not doing anything, and it's true, but you are waiting. Waiting is part of the game. Waiting is part of the hunting. We are in hunting season. Yeah, just like in the jungle, the cheetahs and the rest don't just start running after prey. If they have to wait for the perfect moment, they will do that. Could be hours. You just wait, and once you strike, and you have everything in your confluences lining up, more or less you will catch the prey, figuratively speaking. And yeah, price is going down. At this point, I'm just hoping it comes up because I don't want to be here all day. Hoping it retraces back up um, to see if we can have a potentially good trade. But looks good so far because that break of structure is clean and the market has pretty strong, no, yeah, I would say pretty strong bearish candles, 5 minute candles. So the sellers are really strong. And once price dumps so fast like this with this volume and retraces back up, it more or less keeps on dumping with the same momentum, or with a far reach towards the projected side. So yeah, let's chill and wait. So if you have to write down the 4 steps, it's pretty easy. Nothing complicated about them. There's no levels, there's no numbers to them. It's literally so simple. So simple. Something you can fit in a small in one piece of a sticky note, and keep rehearsing it and looking for it for the 4 steps. And once you really practice, you don't even have to mark up your zones because you just see the steps. It takes a bit of time. You really have to go for it and be dedicated to trying to make it in this game. So yeah, the buyers are trying to come back in. Let's hope they don't take their sweet time. Yeah, it's a beautiful setup if it works. Be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, come on, guys. At this point, I was really like just waiting for it to like shoot back up, because 47, not 47, yeah, about almost 10 minutes towards the top of the hour. It seems like long enough to wait, but sometimes the market can take even 2 hours to give you a setup, or not even give you one. So it's a bit boring to chill for too long. So just want to show you the whole process. With I'm avoiding um, editing to speed up the time so that you really experience how slow it can be. Because what you see on social media is just trades happening quick profit, but you don't see this the time it took to print those three large candles since the market opened is a whole 15 minutes of just sitting on your hands and literally doing nothing. Literally just could be maybe you're streaming or you're talking to yourself, recording or whatever, and never knowing when it will present a setup, a valid setup. But yeah, once you see how long it can take, you will appreciate the quick shorts people make on social media, because some of them maybe took hours before they got a setup. Yeah, the trade can take literally minutes or even seconds in some case when you actually enter, but before the setup presents itself could take a while, take a really long time. This is where you just build up the patience and the discipline from doing it over and over and over again until it's you don't look at the time anymore. You just wait for the process to happen. Yeah, but it's pretty nice so far. We are seeing some bullish movement, say bullish efforts towards the zone. Yeah, see how it goes. Let's see. We're just waiting now. At this point, because this is a screen recording of when I was trading. I figured I would just speed it up through the part that is just waiting because nothing was happening at this point. So in a bit you'll see the video sped up a bit. Or did I not? I think I did. I think I sped it up a bit. Let me see. But yeah, at this point I'm just waiting, honestly, trying to see whether, because it's going up. I have this in mind. This 1 hour demand zone. I'm asking myself, is this reacting from that, and this it's coinciding with the 30-minute demand zone, and I'm like, it's really trying to retrace back. So at this point, I'm a bit more excited because I know if it's reacting off this, either price is changing trend to bullish, or it's going to um, bounce from that support. Is it support? Yeah, from that support, which is the demand zone, and come up to my supply zone, tap it, then we go straight down. So yeah, I'm just looking at the levels just to see what it's doing as I anticipate price to get to my point, get to here, my supply zone, tap me in, let's go down, maybe create a little lower high, then go down. um let's see. So I was trying to see the size of the stop loss. I think I had measured this. Was it said 38 something? Yeah, so I'd say 38 points just to see how many contracts. Again, you keep adjusting it so that when the trade taps in and does all you need it to do, you are ready. You're not. This is because that's how you can miss out on a potentially good risk reward ratio if you're not ready. So have the contracts number predetermined just in case it decides to go quick. Yeah, but it is looking beautiful so far. It's pretty slow, but waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh yeah, so at this point I sped it up a bit because it was taking forever. So again, this is a screen recording of me trading. So yeah, so buyers are coming in strong, slow but steadily. So this is another hole. Adding to the three strong bearish candles, this is another 15 minutes. So a whole half hour, we have not done anything in terms of entering a trade. So yeah, you've been sitting for 30 minutes doing absolutely nothing, just waiting. This is what makes great trading. Just being ready, but you're just sitting on your hands. So yeah, so another 5 minutes finished. This is another one. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. I did set an alert just in case I was not looking at my screen, in case price just quickly started going up and tapped my zone without me knowing. So just another candle. So maybe the sellers are coming back in. I don't know at this point. Just waiting, waiting, and waiting. Just chilling and waiting. Let it do what it wants to do. So I have stopped the playback, the speed to normal now. So we have 40 something, 40 seconds on this candle. So at this point, I'm like, the sellers are coming back in. They're not, the buyers are not going to push the price up to my zone. So potentially, I might get another supply zone if price breaks my structure. Again, same process, looking for breaks of structure. Once that happens, another zone is created. Forget the previous zone. Simple. So yeah, let's see if it goes down to my break of structure. So at this point, the sellers are proven to come in. Then another candle, another 5 minute candle pops up. Let's see what happens. Come on, buyers. This is when it gets boring because you're just now waiting for whatever to happen. You're just waiting. It's so annoying when the market is consolidating or just creating dodgy candles. This price is not decisive at all because we want to see movement, because movement means opportunity. And yeah, so let's see what will happen. The buyers coming in, buyers pushing, coming in. Let's go. Pushing, pushing. Come on. Come on. This is why I looked at the hourly demand, the one I looked to see whether it's reacting off it. So this confirms that price is reacting from that hourly demand because it's pushing up fast and strong. You can see buyers are coming in, and some people could have taken an buy opportunity from that bullish candle close, which I wouldn't fault them. They would have gotten there 1 to 1, 1 to 2 pretty quick and easy. So the buyers are coming in slowly but steadily. Come on, price. Let's do this. The buyers are pushing. They're doing their best. So now I am ready for anything. I'm just waiting for the tap, the supplies on tap, as well as the zone to be held. Remember, it's just not just tap and sell. Sometimes it happens like that, but um, I've seen that fail too many times. So I'd rather wait a bit more to give price a chance to wake up, wake down, and settle and show me where it wants to go, rather than me guessing or going by my own anticipations and hope, because that's when you lose your trades. So they are pushing really strong. That reaction from the hourly demand is amazing. I was just checking whether the screen is recording. There we go. Buyers are back. So this kind of volume, you can anticipate price to um, even push through and invalidate your zone. But until you have confirmation visually, you keep your opinions to yourself in the market. They don't matter. Price will do whatever it wants. Doesn't matter at all. So that movement from that one candle is a whole 5 minutes, and it's covered quite a big distance upwards. So you never know. One candle could change everything in a move. So yeah, always ready, always looking, set your alerts, as I said, and expect literally anything. So at this point I put the alert on the tip top of the supply zone just in case something happens and I'm not looking. I don't even think it, wait. Yeah, so we're still waiting, but hopefully price will tap on this candle because we have waited for how many? Almost 40 minutes. So let me see that. Yeah, it's the hourly and the 30-minute demand zone reacted from their beautiful movement and reaction. So if someone entered a buy at this point, yeah, they are in the money right now, doing pretty well. Come on, price. We are waiting for you. So remember, nothing has happened in terms of me placing a trade at this point. It's just been waiting and sipping whatever you're sipping chilling, use your phone, do whatever. But keep your thoughts on what's happening on the chart, what you can see. So we're just waiting for price to either go up or down, whatever it wants to do. But you are ready either way, whichever direction it goes. You are ready, and you know what you will do when A, B, C, and D will happen, or in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that's all you need. Once you have a system and a process, um, that's it. Makes it easier than just guessing and second guessing yourself on what to do, what not to do, when to do it. These 4 steps pretty much streamline that for you. So at this point, we are almost getting our tap. Oh, come on. Thank you. Price, you just edging me at this point. Yeah, we got our confirmation. We got a beautiful tap. Beautiful tap. So some people, oh, not yet. Come on. Price has to tap. Don't just sell because it's done that. You can, but it's aggressive. But I don't do that myself. So do what you want to do. But I would not do that. So this zone, I'm just marking it up to visually see where price reacted from, so that when price comes down towards that, if it's selling, I'll be gauging in case it's just retracing to go back up, but it helps to see it visually. So yeah, we almost got a tap. This point I'm doing nothing. I have not entered. I haven't gotten a tap. If I zoom in, there's still a small gap. Yes, that's a small gap that really could save you a big loss. Big, big, big loss. And yeah, price has to tap. Either tap or go in, whatever, but not go through the zone. Even if it's a week out of the zone, I don't care. That's an invalid zone if that happens. So price has gone in into the zone, which counts as a tap. It doesn't matter how deep it goes in, as long as it doesn't invalidate the zone. It is valid until price wicks or closes outside the zone. So we have a beautiful tap right there. Now we have step 3. We are in step 3 at the moment. We're just waiting. At this point, I'm marking up my zones. Remember, be ready for anything. Have contracts written down, what you'll use, depending on how much you'll risk. So now a new candle's forming. So if price goes down, so look, it's going up. So if it's still going up, I am not interested. At this point, I almost entered because it's almost flipping bearish. See, I'm ready. See, my cursor is ready on the sell, but I'm not in yet. I just want to see whether it will close bearish or at least go into the zone a bit more and give me signs of trying to go down. So if it's doing that within the zone, I'll wait until it breaks out of the zone. So at this point, some people would have entered, but price hasn't started going out of the zone. It has not closed bearish. It has not broken any previous candles currently. So nothing yet. So as you see, price still goes deeper into the zone. It's trying its best. This is how you know the supply zone is strong, because price is trying to push up, but the zone is holding, trying to push it down. Price hasn't even gone past the middle line of the supply zone. See, it's trying to go past the middle of it. Oh, it has gone past the middle of it. So now I'm like, oh, is this just another waste of time? Or we've been here for almost an hour now. It's almost invalidating the zone. But remember, price does not hasn't invalidated the zone until it's gone through it or wicked out through it at this point. So still, we are in it. Let's wait. We have 3 minutes on this candle. It can flip whenever. We just sit on our hands. If it goes through, goes through. If it flips back down, so be it. We are ready. So you see the sellers are trying to come in because the candle is price is coming back down. See, at this point now I'm ready because I know price has really pushed up, but the sellers are stronger. See, that wick is beautiful. So as price comes out of the zone, immediately I enter, set my stop loss just above the zone. So that's my fourth step. I enter. So I didn't wait for the whole candle to close bearish because I've been observing how it's trying to push. It's been rejecting that zone, and the sellers went all the way up, gave a beautiful rejection, and came back down. So at this point, I'm in. I'm setting to see my 1-to-1 and my 1-to-2 using the supply zone, the full supply zone size as my stop loss. So now I'm thinking of scaling in because I can see how beautifully it's going bearish. Because if I go for a 1-to-1, I want to have maximized the potential of this trade. So I've just put the stop loss right under that bearish candle, just to kind of reduce my risk. But yeah, we are in this trade. I am waiting. I'm telling myself if price gets to my 1-to-1, I have 10 contracts in. I will scale out 5 when it gets to this point. So that's why I'm marking up this 1-to-1 based on where I entered. Remember, this is based on where I entered. I can't mark it based on my bearish candle close yet because it hasn't even closed. So at this point, I'm just adding contracts because I'm aiming for the 1-to-1. As soon as it hits 1-to-1, either I scale out or I close half my contracts and trail the rest. But I have to secure something at 1-to-1. That's the game plan. Stick to the game plan. Yeah, at this point, I'm ready to, if it spikes to my 1-to-1, I'm ready to buy. So I'm trying to see if I will scale out more contracts. So yeah, just now ready for literally anything. Literally anything. I will scale out once it gets to 1-to-1. Sell half, or buy back half of my contract, or like 75%, depending on what your target is. So I am just scaling in. If you see me just pressing sell. So yeah, it's going down beautifully. Another candle. So if you are to wait for this is when you'd enter because the candle has broken to the downward side. It's closed bearish. So this is what is a bearish candle close. You would have entered immediately that candle closed red, and you would be in the trade if you entered that way. But as you see, because I entered a bit early, I have a better risk to reward ratio if I hold the trade for longer compared to someone who entered at the bearish candle close or the break of this candle. So because prices just broke the previous candle, that's when you would enter using the previous candle close, the break of the previous candle close. So yeah, now we're just trying to see what price will do. I think at this point I already had my 1-to-1 and I already scaled out, I think. Yeah. Because on my trading view it had wicked into my 1-to-1, and yeah, now it's at 1-to-1, going past my 1-to-1. So I am expecting um, to secure a bit more when it gets to my 1-to-2. So I told myself I won't close fully. I will leave like 3 contracts. So this is the plan to get to 1 to 2 because I'm at 6 contracts. Um, Close or secure 3 contracts with I'm at 6 contracts, secure half of it, which is 6, and have 3 contracts running. That was the plan. But sometimes when you see such price action being this strong, you just scale in because I would be aiming for the 1 to 2. But even if I am doing the scaling in, I have secured profits. Number one at 1 to 1, and number two, my stop loss is at break even. So whatever price does, I am in the money. So yeah, that's the type of game plan you need to have before you enter the trade. Because once the trade is running like this, you kind of don't have time to be second guessing. You just act. You just act. As you can see, it seems like I'm doing like 50 things at the same time, but everything is going through my mind. So I am marking on my trading view the levels. If I entered at the bearish candle close, my 1 to 1 would be hitting at this level right now. If I put my entry, if I enter the trade at break of candle close, no, sorry, at the bearish candle close, that would be my 1 to 1 right there. And see, on my initial trade, my 1 to 2 has been reached. So now I am aiming for the 1 to 1 on the bearish candle close. Remember, I'm at break even. I have secured money already, so now I'm just kind of playing with it. But I am in the money already. So whatever happens, I am not putting the stop loss uh, into actual loss. It has to be at break even or slightly above. And now you just wait because you don't know whether the market is going to tank and just keep on going into profit. If it does, you have some contracts running. At this point, I have 3 contracts running. And yeah, this is what you see when people are trailing some of their positions. They've already made some money. So yeah, made 600 so far. Yep, secured 600, not even made. Secured 600. So yeah, I'm just refining the zones just to see clearly based on when I entered, and it is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, my stop loss, my break even is almost being tapped. But you don't remove it. Do not alter that stop loss. Leave it there. This is where the discipline comes in. This is where the confidence from you doing it over and over again. This is where it comes in. And you just wait. Literally just wait. Yeah, this trade was beautiful because at this point I've made money. I'm waiting for the opportunity to make extra. This is literally extra because I've already secured some of it. Yeah. So now you can chill a bit more. Yes, the position is still on. You have the potential to make more, so you have to um keep adjusting your levels, or I would say keep managing your trade. That's a better term. Keep managing it because we still have the sellers in the building. They are doing us a favor today. Yeah, so this is my 2 RR. My That was my second take profit. So my 1 to 1 is here. Just marking it up so I can show you guys, so you can see it. Pretty nice. Oh, it's just beautiful price action. This is when you really see um how the 4 steps um work, because it's so clear. There's nothing confusing about it. Visually, you can see It's doing everything in those 4 steps. So it's just gone past my my two risk my yeah my two risk to reward ratio. So at this point you've made your two RR. If price goes yeah, what was I doing? Oh, I think I was showing the if I entered the break of the candle, bearish candle close, that is. Yeah. So this is my 2 RR. If I use the bearish candle close, the markup on the right would be on trading view on the right would be the levels I would be aiming at. And yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful trade. Honestly, this setup wasn't so nice. So nice. If that was my 1 to 2, if I use the bearish candle close, um, that's how my levels would look like. Yeah, pretty nice. So let me see my performance stats. So at this point, I've secured 601. So anything I make after this is literally just extra. Literally just extra. My aim is 1700 for the day, but that's just an aim. If price is as good as this, we'll see if price will get there. We shall see. So yeah, my 1 to 1 is already tapped at this point. Price just tapped my 1 to 1, which I have been waiting for. If I use the bearish candle close entry method, I should say. So that's a tick. Wow, 1 RR using the bearish candle close entry. For those who took that, that was where the first TP would have been. And yeah, I'm just managing my trade on the right. I decide to sell one, no, buy back. So basically secure one more contract because price was just beautiful. I need to keep on securing profit as the trade is going down. You have to keep being in the money. And at this point, if I want to scale in, I can, but I have to keep pulling the stop loss to break even or just above into the money so that I don't lose money in the trade or within the trade. Yeah, so you saw I was at 600 profit so far secured. So now this is just trying to get extra, and you will see at the end of the video, at the end of the trade, if there will be any fluctuations to that 600 secured profit. Yeah, so let's see what price is doing. Oh, this was just beautiful. It was just an like obvious trade. So once you get used to it, you don't even stress. You just manage it. So aiming at 1700, waiting to see if price will push all the way down here for me to get my aim. It looks promising so far. So it's just gorgeous to say the least. See if price will just push all the way down to this level to my 2 RR. If I use the bearish candle close entry method, that would be my next target because my 1 to 1 would have been hit at this point, and I would have secured profit definitely. And yeah, at this point, if you can't lose because you're managing your trade and you've secured profit. Yeah, don't give profits back to the market because we don't do that here. We've seen too much. This is the bearish candle close on this level. That's the entry. If you use that model, that's the ideal one because it's an actual confirmation that the sellers in this case are coming into the market, and yeah, it would complete the 4 steps for the trade. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Literally, there's no guessing. There's nothing. It's just step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Bang, 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 bang. Done. and you're in the money. So now I'm just so chilled at this point. I'm just hoping it goes down so I get extra profit. But the day is a win. It's a dub. It's just a dub at this moment. Yeah, and it's still tanking strong, strong, strong. We are floating $261 at this point. And it's pushing like crazy. It's just amazing. Look. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's just nice. It's just so nice. So this is when your runners are really just making you extra. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Let's see what do I the performance. So yeah, so I've remember I said I was at 601. Now it's 696. Still targeting 1700, but I have um secured more profit. So that's the advantage. You keep on scaling in, but as you're scaling in, you're taking profit as you go, as you go, as you go. So at the end of the trade, when you close all the contracts, you will have secured more than the initial target 1 to 1 that you had aimed at. And it's a win. A win is a win. Yeah, I'm just looking to see how much more I need to make to that 1700 so I can adjust my levels. Um, I'm thinking about scaling in because it's pushing really hard, and I can see the 1 to 2 trying to go for it. So the reason why I scale in is because I have the luxury to put the stop loss here at break even and still be in profit, so that if price just continues going down, um, even if it takes me out, I'll still be have made money and not make any loss in this trade. And if it goes down, I am still making extra money. So that's kind of my thought process when I'm scaling in, when I have runners. So don't just scale in because you're seeing a big candle just going in your direction. Have that buffer zone, or buffer whatever for your candle levels, for your stop loss, sorry. So you see, the moment I see a spike, I just add the contracts and move my stop loss to break even, because I'm just hoping it comes to my 2RR, and it's just right there. Yeah, once it's there, I'm just thinking of just getting out of the trade, because I've stretched it. I don't know whether it's going to go beyond it. I don't even care at this point, because I have managed my risk and my trade pretty well. So yeah, so far so good. So far so good. Let's see, let's see. Um, I'm thinking of scaling out at this point. That's why I put, because I have 8 contracts on. I put 4 to see if I was gonna scale out and secure half of the contracts. So I'm just waiting to see how price reacts. So I can see my stop loss is almost being hit, which is at 162 in the money. So I'm ready to buy back 4 contracts, so I can leave a runner of 4 more. But yeah, I don't know what price wants to do. I don't know. But I'm just cautious. I'm ready to press it. So at this point, I have 4 more contracts left, and waiting to see. So you see, I bought back 4, so I have 4 contracts running, but I'm now potentially going to lose or have a stop loss of 168, I believe. So if price spikes up, I'll have lost $168, which, as per my scaling in plan, is not good. So I overscaled out. So if that's a word, I shouldn't have scaled out so many cons. But I can see price coming back to the 2RR that's just almost being tapped. So I just stay calm. I've already made more than that 168 if it's taken back. I don't care. But yeah, luckily price kept on dumping and I didn't lose any money, which is amazing. Amazing. So I'm thinking of scaling out if it doesn't go down. But luckily it goes down. Beautiful. 2RR secured using if I use the bearish candle close. But this just shows if I stretch it far enough, it can still go my way. So yeah, remember to pull that stop loss back into the money in case price decides to pull back up. So now it's just in so much money, man. Look, it's just almost at that 1700. Yeah, man, today was just flipping amazing. Just amazing, man. So at this point in my head, it's at 2RR. So I am ready to close it. I've been in it long enough. I've made enough. I don't want to be greedy. So I'm thinking of closing everything. So I'm just thinking of closing it because yeah, it's more than enough, to be honest. So far, remember I was at 600. Now it's at 1185. Confirmed secured profits. So that's the power and the beauty of scaling in. That's the power of it, and the beauty of holding some running contracts after you secure some money. So at this point, I'm seeing as if price wants to go back up because it's trying to create a doji, and we have just 45 seconds left on the candle. So I'm like, nah, I'm not giving back this money to the market. I scale out 2 contracts and fully close my position. And I'm just like, this is just gorgeous. It's on trading view, just the setup is just so nice. So it's just so nice. So that's the trade. Made 1281 on this particular trade. I had lost on one previous trade on the same day, but made it back. I think it was like $200. That's why it's 12 something. It should have been more for the day. But yeah, on the trade 1281, beautiful setup. Um, no second guessing, just going with the flow, going with your steps, not just the flow, but the flow of the market rather. And yeah, it's just beautiful. And yeah, keep on, keep strong, and keep learning. Use the 4 steps.